How's it going, everyone? Niku here, bringing another One Piece match. Today, we are playing two completely out-of-pocket leaders for the current meta. I'm playing Purple Luffy, and Mike's playing Blue-Purple Reiju. I couldn't get the colors out for some reason. Got confused. But yeah, other than that, we all played yellow last week. Every single person played a yellow deck last week and decided, like, we didn't want to play yellow again this week, so we both decided to do the switch, and we both ended up playing purple. Kind of funny how it happens. We're both playing two decks where Dawn count matters. Like, I want to get up as quick as possible. He wants to stay below me the whole time, if possible. I do mulligan that hand, even though it was iffy if I should have kept it or not. He's looking at his hand. He also decides to mulligan. I think we're both just looking for certain pieces in this matchup to go ahead and take the other one out, I guess, if you want to say it like that. In this matchup, I'm really just trying to get him down to 0 life as quick as possible and get a 10 drop out, so that way I can actually deal with the judges properly. And he's just kind of looking for the stage. So let's see what ends up happening here. So we go ahead and do our final cuts, and let's get the game started. I think I did win the die roll, and I decided to go first. And we both take our mulligan hands, and let's play it out. So I actually have a turn to play, so I'm happy with this hand. And he does not have the field or the stage, so I think he's going to try to get that going. But I just get one pass. He draws return, and since he doesn't have the stage, he's just going to end up getting 2 and passing as well. Let's see. I don't remember if he actually does play anything. Nope, he just passes. So I go ahead and draw for turn. I get my 2 Dawn. I use Luffy effect to take a life and ramp a Dawn. And yeah, I go 5 into life. And let's see. He goes ahead and counters out. And I go 6. I go 4 to play 6 cost page 1. Pretty standard turn, I would say. And yeah, so we're both at 4 Dawn now. And let's see what he decides to do here at 4 Dawn. Alright, so he goes 6 into my life. And I should just give him a 2k counter here. There's no reason for me to take that if I don't need to. Then he goes 3. He plays, I think that's Niji effect, -1. Go ahead and bounce this back to my hand. Yeah, I was just confirming if it was a pop or bounce, and it's the bounce one. Alright. So now I go up to my 6 Dawn turn here. And let's see what I decide to do. I do have a Poly, but I remember I end up forgetting that Poly only pops 4 costs. So we go boom. We ramp it. I go Poly effect to try to pop it, and he's like, wait, I thought it was 4 costs. And I was like, oh wait. You're right. Sorry, my bad. So I do a quick little take back. I know this is tournament, but we're playing for fun, really. We both decided to play underrated decks. The only thing that changes though is because I'm gonna end up doing the play anyway. The only thing that changes is the amount of counter that I swing with. So now he gets to drop a 1k. Then I go Poly anyway, ramp it, and yep, ends up actually saving him a 2k counter if he had it. But yep. So go on to the next turn. He's seeing if he's got anything that he can actually play here. Still doesn't have the stage, which really is rough for him. But he goes 6 into life. I don't even think I have a 2k in hand. So I do take this one. And I'm anticipating of just countering out of the 5. And then he goes 4. And goes ahead, uses the effect. He has the red in hand. And I'm like, alright, well, good thing I saved my Gatling for this. No way I'm going to actually drop this Magellan. So I use Gatling to go up to 8k into his 7. And yeah, he forgot to draw a card off the effects. And I was like, it's fine, man. You let me take back my Poly. So we're good. So he draws, gets a blocker. And yeah, here we are. Now I'm at 10 Dawn. And let's see what I actually decide to do here, because I don't even think I have what I need. So I go 6 into the Ninji. And I'm anticipating just a counter here, because, why not? I also want to work on his hand a little bit. I am behind curve when it comes to life. I have not hit him yet. So I am a little afraid of that. But I think he also kind of wants to take his life, because if not, he's gonna be in a bad position not having that stage. But I am looking at like a lethal threat here on board with no blockers or anything. So I do decide to finally go 5 into his life. I'm going to deal with the other things as I can. He draws one off of the Germa effect, and I just go double Kid, and I'm hoping that this will keep me alive for one more turn. I should be fine here. He doesn't have a way to remove the 5-cost blocker, which is what's good for me. So he's going to have to make the decision on how he wants to actually approach this board, because right now he is healthy on life, but he doesn't have a stage, so he's not milling through his deck super quick. But he doesn't know that I have the Kaido in hand, but getting 2 life off the kid is, or not kid, getting 2 Dawn back from the kids is actually really good. There's my budget. I don't have Bon Clay, so I run her instead. He goes 6 in, I go ahead and block again with the 1k, and I'm like, well, if he has another rush, he's got another rush. But he rests 1 to go Kaya, because he's looking for his, what is it called, his stage, and he still is not finding it. He's looking at his trash to see what he's got. But let's see what he mills off the 2. He goes ahead and gets rid of another one of the 1-cost blockers, and a little Reiju. And he's got 4 Dawn left. He's got 4 Dawn left and like no plays. Getting pretty rough for him. He's got the Judge in hand, but I can't see anything else. Alright, so he does pass, and I accidentally knocked the top card of my life. This is a sloppy game, to say the least. But I did get the double fingers off the top. We know the next card down is Polly. We're not supposed to, but we do know it's Polly. I go 6 into the Ninji, hoping that he'll finally give me either the blocker or the Ninji itself. I'll take either one, and he goes ahead and blocks, and I'm like, alright, finally, I can drop this Kaido safely. So I will pop him. I minus my 5. Yep, minus 5. And all that Dawn but 1 is rested, so I should have 3 active. I just got ahead of myself. And I'm planning out my turn here, and I'm like, wait a minute. Getting too bad. I'm like counting my Dawn. I'm like, wait, why do I have so much Dawn? And I'm like, oh yeah. I'm only supposed to have 3. Because it took 9, bringing me down to 1 active Dawn, and then since I minus 5 ramp 2, I'm back at 3. So yeah, now I have a bunch of Dawn here to play with. I go ahead and I just go 10 into the Ichi, and I'm like, if he gives me 2 cards, he gives me 2 cards, and I'll just do it again. I'll go 8 in, so he has to give me another 2k, and I know 1's a Judge, so the chances of that dying was actually very high. So now he has 3 life, I have 1, but I do have my 2 blockers still. I'm anticipating that Judge finally coming down, so I can have to deal with that. So let's see what the play that he comes up with here. I think he's at 10 and or not at 10, he's at 7, or he's at 8 and I'm at 7. That's what it is. That's what our current Dawn counts are at. Yep, there we go. I'm actually counting the Dawn right now. So I'm at 7 Dawn, he's at 8, so he's got a minus 1 to actually get his effects live, which is not hard because Judge does do that. So he rests 8, goes Judge effect, he's gonna minus 1, and now he's gonna discard 2, and he's gonna start playing his guys out. So he goes 1 red, he goes 1 Reiju, and 1 blue. That's all he has, and he doesn't have a Reiju, so he's kind of gotta hope that he draws a Reiju off the Reiju effect here to get like maximum draws. So now he goes Reiju, or Reiju leader effect to draw, and he also did the same thing as I did, but it's okay. Let's see what he drew. I didn't see it. I like barely missed it, so let's see. He's gonna go his effect, he's gonna swap into the rush one. There he goes. Then he's gonna minus 2k from the kid closer to Kaido. So that kid is at 4k now for the turn. He's gonna just swap him out too. I think he just wants another body. So yep, he goes an extra body, no effect. And then he goes Reiju. And he actually did draw the Reiju off the top, which is very good for him, getting to draw 2 more cards. Crazy. He went from 3 cards at the start of his turn, now he's at 2, and he's played 4 bodies off of it. So he goes 7 in, I'll go block counter 06, and then he just passes. Even though he could have attacked with the Reiju, I think he just didn't think about it. Thinking that my other kid was still at 6 maybe. But let's see. I did not have the counter, so I would have taken the life. But I'm now seeing, I know he has 2 random cards in his hand. I'm looking at possible lethal here. So I do go 5 into his life just to see if I can get a card out of his hand, and I do get a 1k. So now I know a 7k will go through because he only has 1 card in hand. There we go, and now I know a 9 will go through because he has 2 cards in hand. Now I know an 11 will go through because he has that many cards in hand, but I go 10 just to see if I can even get the game here. This is a pretty risky play, and I do get it, and I'm like, alright, we'll go Luffy effect, get 1 more done, and then we'll go 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 in, hoping he didn't get the counter, and it was correct. He did not get only 2Ks, and I figured he was kind of low on 2Ks because he did play Kaya's, and he trashed a lot of his blockers. There was a high chance that he had more 2Ks, I just risked it all. But it was a good game, Mike. We'll have to run this back again next time. But yeah, if you guys liked, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.